Life moves really fast. You get up, you have your coffee, you go to work, you come home from work, you have all those things that you're dealing with, and then you go to bed and you go round the same cycle again. And what can happen is that repetition, while I advocate for good routine, but what can happen is it becomes all one. You know, the days become one thing after the other. Plus, and this is a 2025 modern day problem, I don't know about you, but I find myself sitting on my phone. I get to the point at work where I go, right, I can break now. And I slump back in my chair, pick up my phone and just start scrolling through things. And I'm noticing that with that intense consumption of what is essentially content, things get lost. Memories get blurred. Life moves faster because, not paying attention or putting in moments. And sometimes those things can feel too big. But this year I've inserted something into my life that I call a micro adventure. And I love it because it's the sort of thing that you would never do because you think, it would take me 45 minutes to get there just for 10 minutes of micro adventure. It seems so silly to do. But I realised last year that I'd been missing a trick. So this year, here's how this works. And I did it this week. So my work takes me around Europe and I get to travel to do training in many offices and things like that. And when I say to people, I can't do that next week because I'm in Geneva or I'm in Paris, everyone goes, oh, wow, that sounds so glamorous. It sounds so like, oh, wow, look at you, jet setter. And I think, yeah, that's true. But the reality is, as you can imagine, you fly into said city, you go from the airport to the hotel, you're so tired you have the meal in the hotel, you then go into the office the next day where you do your training, and then at the end of the day you get on a plane home. Really what you see is a lot of, don't get me wrong, beautifully designed offices and hotels. And they kind of all look the same. And so this year I inserted, micro adventure is important. So if I'm in a city that has water nearby, I'll try and go for a swim. Not at this time of year, it's too cold. And it happened this week. I was with my fellow associate trainer and she said, Kate, when we get there, we should go to the Eiffel Tower. We went to Paris this week. We should go to the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, babe, we're not landing in that hotel till 8:30 in the evening. It's going to be dark. We're not going to want to get into town, etc., etc. Let's just take this one for the hit that it is. So we're thinking it's going to be the inside of hotels. We're thinking it's going to be the inside of offices. And then we finish our training a tiny bit early and we're stood ready to go back to the airport or sit in a bar and just work until it's time to go to the airport. And she said, if we'd have thought about it, we'd have gone to the Eiffel Tower now. And I went, let's go to the Eiffel Tower now. So we jumped in an Uber and we went to the Eiffel Tower. We were there for 45 minutes. We got to the base of the Eiffel Tower, we took some pictures, we got to stand there and look at it, and lo and behold, there's a Christmas market. So we go to the Christmas market, we have ourselves a croque monsieur and a glass of mulled wine. We sit there, we take the moment in, she bought something for her son. And the point about this micro adventure is we went and we did this training and we had a great time and we were there for all of 26 hours in total? Door to door, 26 hours. But that 45 minutes is the 45 minutes that we'll remember. It's the 45 minutes we'll look back on. And most of all, she spent the whole time going, I'm never this spontaneous. And she found it so much fun. So today, I just want you to think about, I know you got a lot on. I know there's a lot of juggling going on. If you're anything like me, you're doing a lot of house tidying. Find a minute for a micro adventure. 10 minutes of something different just to make your brain go, oh, here we are. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Everyday Positivity for you. In the meantime, have a great day. Oh, there's a Wheel of Life session tomorrow for the squirrel supporters in the Patreon. Get your Wheel of Life from the Patreon now. Start filling in your satisfaction levels and let's see how you're doing for the year. The review and reflect and set up for the new year begins now if you're a squirrel supporter. Head to patreon.com/everydaypositivity to find out more or to sign up as a squirrel. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. And remember, you have 100% got this.
America stands at the ready to build faster, achieve more. The future won't wait. And TC Energy is moving forward confidently, connecting communities, industries, nations, here and abroad. At TC Energy, we deliver the North American natural gas and energy that powers communities across the U.S. to aim higher, grow stronger, and go further. TC Energy. Energy connected. Find out more at tcenergy.com.
Hey neighbor, celebrate the holidays with Birch Lane. Our timeless furniture and decor are delivered for free in days, not weeks. It's classic style for joyful living. Shop Birch Lane, a Wayfair specialty brand at birchlane.com.
One iced coffee?
99 cents, please.
For real? No way. One iced coffee?
99 cents, please.
For real? No way. What a deal.
Your new morning groove. Iced coffee from McDonald's, any size for just 99 cents till 11 a.m. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.